Read the whole thing.
Yeah, start over here.
This is 1 Peter and 19.
2 Peter or 1 Peter?
2 Peter and 19, Salaki.
1 and 19.
1 and 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy.
See, a more sure word of prophecy, right? And before I had said that word sure being firm, and I said I want to look it up to make sure, because I don't want to tell false information to these brothers who trying to learn. Okay, so that word is beblayos, meaning what? Firm, fast, stable, metaphorically trusting. So this word, we trust in these scriptures. A sure word is firm, a prophecy, man. So if it's sure and firm, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed also unto a light that shineth in.
Take heed, man. Pay attention. Come to mind of it. Bring it close to you. Grab it. Read it. It tells you to read it. It said only when you read it, that's how you can understand. You gotta read it. Okay? Go ahead.
A dark place until the day dawn.
That dark place is what America right now. This is dark place, man. Okay? Babylon the Great, as brother said. This is dark place. Go ahead.
And the day star rises in your heart.
The day star being who? Yahweh Shai. Because he getting ready to rise. Because we in the dawning of the third day. We in that night. We going because the day starts in the evening. So we in that night of the third day. Okay. You know, so we getting ready. He said he gonna rise in that third day. We in that night of the third day. So he getting ready to rise, man, in the dawn. We about to be out of here. Okay, go ahead. Get Hosea 10 and 12. Yeah, read 20. 21.
This is 2 Peter 1 and 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation.
Con, it says, knowing this first. Read it again.
Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Interpretation, yeah. Yeah, so you basically no private interpretation. Interpretation meaning explanation, right? Ain't no private explanations of it. It's not hard to understand. Okay, you basically can't read a scripture and go off your own counsel what you feel it is about. No, you got to look up the words, look up the precepts, right? Learn from the men who've been taught before you. The men gonna tell you. Yeah, you gotta lean out on your own understanding. You got siblings, like you said. Remember, you were a babe. You was took it from the breast. So now, subconsciously, how do you learn as a babe? You're gonna learn from your siblings and from your parents. Okay, you watch them. So that's who we learn from. We're gonna also learn from the elder brothers, man. Okay. Then we learn from each other. Kids learn from each other too. You know, brothers, they learn from each other. They might have came in at the same time. But they'll learn from each other, you know. Go ahead. Lord, this is hey, like the scriptures say, these are pure words, man. This is true. Okay.
2 Peter 1 and 21. For the prophecy came not unto old time by the will of man.
See, the will of man. So we're going to that word will. Okay? Because a lot of people think they have what they call free will. There's no such thing when you read in John the 6th chapter. You can read in John the 5th chapter. Ain't no free will. It's man going to the Lord. And it says that word in the Greek is thelemar. Saying like where you get the word thelma from. What one wish is or have determined shall be done of the purpose of the Most High to bless mankind through Yahweh Shai. Of the Most High wishes to be done by us. A will, a choice, inclination, a desire, a pleasure. Okay? So it says, go ahead and read that again.
For the prophecy came not in old time, but but the
by
the will of men.
So it didn't come by no desire of no man. When no man sitting around talking about, you know what? I'm gonna write some scriptures all the way from what we talking about. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna happen 3,000, 5,000 years from this point. Yeah, it's gonna be so heavy. Nah, they ain't talking like that. The Lord put his spirit on you. Certain men to tell you when you go into, they had trances. When they went to sleep, they had trances. They went into dreams and they woke up. It was so heavy they wrote. A lot of the prophets, man, they were sick when they was writing because of the things they were seeing. And that's gotta be heavy for the Lord to put visions on you of something that's happening in the future. You on another level. Okay? And guess what? The men of the Lord now are on a different level. Because guess what? We understand the prophecies that they were talking about. They saw them and wrote them down, but they didn't know what they were writing. We see it now. They didn't know there was going to be a physical RFID chip. When John the Revelator said he looked up and saw those horses coming across the sky, he didn't know they was thermonuclear missiles. When he said that the head like a lion, the tail like a serpent, he didn't know what he was seeing. But you Christians will read that same scripture and see a damn lion with a tail like a snake running around, 10 feet tall, in the closet. You will. That's talking about thermonuclear destruction. Okay, go ahead.
But holy men of Yahweh speak as they were moved by the Holy Ghost.
See, holy men were moved, man. Holy men. The Lord chose the men from the foundations. Holy men, you were moved by that spirit, okay? You was carried by that spirit to do that particular job. You see those visions and to turn around and write them on paper, write them on what you call a scroll. You had to be, some of the stuff we read in the scriptures now, I already know they had problems writing it down. I know they had headaches. They probably vomited when they wrote it because that was heavy. Like I said, now we know what they were writing. We see it happening. So we more heavy than they was when you really look at it. Give me Hosea.
This is Hosea chapter 10, verse 12.
12 and 10.
This is Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Let me read that again.
Read, go slow.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets.
He said, who he spoke by? The prophets. The Lord said, I spoken by the prophets. He didn't say nothing else. Right? He said he spoke by the prophets, man. The prophets have a certain way they look. They have a certain identity. They have a certain character. He said he spoken by them. Go ahead.
And I have multiplied visions.
He multiplied visions. See, these prophets had visions, man. Of what? Revelations and mysteries. These mysteries, they got the vision. The Lord put the spirit on them. You know, you see certain prophets had a longer book. The Lord put that spirit on him because he probably know that man could handle it. Okay. But yeah, you read Obadiah, it was 1 page, 21 precepts. It's heavier than any other book. So the heavy spirit was about the same, but he put the spirit on certain men to write more because he probably knew they could handle it. You know, just saying, certain books are longer than others, but they all got that spiritual significance. They're heavy though, no matter how long or short they are. You know, short books are one how you scratching your head, cause you know what I mean. Because they straight hit you with words. You know, they put words in there. You got to look them up. You know, you got to. You know, it's like you don't see a lot of history when you get to Obadiah, Haggai. Ain't a lot of history like in Jeremiah and Ezekiel. Straight to the point. This is what's gonna happen. Boom. Go ahead.
And use
similitudes, right? Resemble, meaning what? Comparisons, images, right? So they spoke, they wrote about the images that they saw in their visions. They wrote about it. They compared it to certain things: lions, arrows, wine, dragons. You know. Go ahead.
by the ministry of the prophet.
By the ministry of the prophet, man, or the prophets. Okay. So this word, man, you gotta read it, man. It's all about reading it to understand the mysteries, because they're in Ephesians, the first chapter, the 9th verse says this. Ephesians 1 and 9. I'm gonna read the first verse, just give you the subject matter, because see, a lot of people think he's talking to these Gentiles, these heathens. But Paul said, Paul, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach by the will of God. See, there you go, that will. His will was he put his word on special men. So Paul's one of those special men. To the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Yahushua Mashiach. So the saints are who? Who are the saints? Psalms 148 and 14.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. And it says, he also exalted the horn of his people.
See, the power of his people. You know, go ahead.
The praise of all his saints.
The praise of all his saints. Go ahead.
Even of the children of Israel.
Even of the children of Israel. That's plain. The saints are the Israelites.
Son.
Okay? It's plain, just like the Lord showed his word to Jacob. It's plain. Okay? Go ahead.
A people near unto him, praise ye the Lord.
People that's near unto him. Somebody that's near unto you, you love them. When they near unto you. You love them, man. You look out for them. You know? That's what the Lord is doing in this time. He's looking out for the elected. Even though the situation of this place, as bad as it is, the Lord still allowing us to put clothes on our back. He's still allowing us to wake up and reverence him. He's still allowing us to eat a meal. Which that's all he promised. He got us on the shelter. We ain't living outside. That's all you can wish for until you get out of this captivity. You in captivity.